Deputy Spring, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank Deputy Hannigan for providing me with some time, and I'd like to agree with both my government colleagues as what their contributions has been so far. I think we've got to acknowledge that we're on the way back up, and we have a choice of getting off at the next floor. And we can either turn on the lights and navigate our way through the floor, or else we can get off and see what happens. And the nation is at stake, and I preferably would like to have some certainty here. And I think that there are 447,000 people that are unemployed at the moment that would like to see some growth, some certainty, and a future for our country. And let's not forget at any stage that the IMF are in this country for the first time ever since the foundation of the state. The gravitas of the situation, I think, at times has been lost by some politicians, by some journalists, and by some of the public. I think this is an opportunity for us to explain exactly where we're at and what it means to be left outside in the cold on our own as a peripheral country within Europe. I think there's responsibility that needs to be weighed upon everybody in this House, because it is ultimately, correctly so, the people of Ireland that are going to make the judgment on whether or not we should join this fiscal policy. We have a currency, but we don't have a fiscal unity. And thereupon was the very reason upon which I went on the public record as saying that we should never have joined the euro before such an event. We're in there now. We have to live with the situation that we find ourselves in. There has been some fantastic journalism written in the last 2 days, and I'd like to bring to note Arthur Beasley and Dan O'Brien in the Irish Times. They have written responsibly about the impact of voting no and the certainty of voting yes. Just to quote the headline from Arthur Beasley, his vote may decide if Ireland survives storm or faces catastrophe. And I think it is incumbent upon us as politicians to go out and make an enormous effort not to persuade people to do anything, but to explain the information and to ensure that misinformation is not the currency upon which people cast their vote. And I'm delighted to see that Fianna Fáil have also said that the correct thing to do is to back this fiscal treaty. I, like Deputy Hannigan, have been endorsed with the proud privilege of being one of the ambassadors to be sent abroad on behalf of this government, and I'm a member of the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly. And last week in Vienna there was an economic forum, at which point I understood that people felt very happy with what Ireland were doing, but they also acknowledged that there has to be more done. This treaty is one further step towards resolving the woes of our continent and our currency. But everybody in the room, every parliamentarian from around Europe and further afield, acknowledged that growth is the way forward. And I think that we will get there, because if we have the right measures to correct what has gone wrong and we have certainty about the future, the currency will get stronger, our country will get stronger, we will get people back to work. And please do not put in jeopardy the welfare of this country just for political gain. And that's what I'd like to say to the people that are going to oppose this. If it is for political gain, please hold off till the next election to run with that one. Thank you.